animal goes to the market to buy a brain for his lunch. And he sees a small signpost advertising the quality of the brains that are for sale. So he asks the clerk, do you have programmer's brain? Yes, I do. It's $10 a pound. So how about information architect brain? Yes, we've got that too, $15 a pound. But how about user brain? Yes, too, $300 a pound. Oh, the cannibal says, with a bit of astonishment. How come that user brain is so expensive? Well, do you know how many users I have to kill to get just 1 pound of brain? You may not think that story is very funny, but there are some of your users, the developers, the stakeholders, who think that kind of story is extremely funny. And as we all know, we must not necessarily speak out their language, but we must be familiar with their language. Here's another one. You may have seen it before. It shows some of the shortcomings of modern development processes. The difference between what management wanted and what the user actually wanted. Humor is excellent to communicate these kinds of unpleasant truths. So I particularly like this one here, as sold by the sales department and what the customer actually wanted. So I hope this will stick with you in the future. This drawing, I like that very much, communicates the difference between the designer's world and the user's world. And the big surprise in this one is that the only place where they overlap in this university website is the full name of the school. Of course, a talk like this could not be complete without how many software developers does it take to screw in a light bulb? No. Well, it takes just one, but it takes 11 commands for the user to turn on the light bulb. So how many usability professionals does it take to screw in a light bulb? Well, give me 6 months and $200,000, and I'll be right back to you with an answer on that one. The important point, these two jokes balance one another. One points at our good friends, the developers, but the 3 other ones balance it out by pointing at ourselves. So unpleasant truths go best in companion with jokes that point at ourselves. Our good friend Jacob Nielsen, who you cannot accuse of being a very humorous person, has repeatedly come up with unpleasant truths. Wireframes suck, Flash 99% bad. Of course, the designers have responded to him with funny messages like, bloody Jacob Nielsen. And note how elegantly they have deliberately misspelled his name 3 times in just 2 words. Of course, let's take a look at ourselves. We're not perfect. Again, this cartoon here serves to illuminate the message, do not provide hidden clues or explicit clues in your testing. Would you say this is the best interface ever? Or this about Dilbert here. You are not alone. If you're the only, if you can't sell your usability findings to your management. So I use Dilbert a lot in my teachings. There are also places where humor is inappropriate. I strongly recommend that you do not use humorous tasks like this one. Or even subtle humor like this one here. Come on, there it is. The task is okay, but why does it have to be on July 4th? And why does the man that you sent off be James Cook? My basic principle for tasks is dull tasks for dull websites. And Danielle, yes, I agree with you. This one here, humor is great in error messages. So I just love this little boy here who says, sorry, especially on etoys.com. And here's another one for your collection. Motley Fool, the haiku, you step in the stream, the water has moved on. This page is not here. That is 404, file not found for the technically inclined. You must study this in more detail. There's a lot of subtle humor in this one. So just to summarize, humor is the language of many of your users, in particular your stakeholders and your development team. Humor can be traumatic and destroy trust. For instance, if you use it with test participants, so you should always avoid humor in test tasks. Humor can be appropriate in error messages and humor sticks. Use it to convey important messages. Thank you very much.